Hey guys, just wanted to go over a couple of comments. Actually, one I really want to get to. I wanted to, have wanted to for a while, but I just haven't got the time to do it. But got one yesterday. At first, I thought, this is from Paul. He says 80% of the requests, or percent 80 of the requests I see are orders I would not see any profit at all and would actually cost me money to complete. Never mind about paying me; they won't even pay for my vehicle. Now, at first, Paul, I thought I don't think you've ever commented, so I thought you were kind of ragging on my orders. Let's clarify that first. If you are, I don't think you are actually at this point in time. So, but on this particular day for myself, it was a couple hours, less than that, before the Masters, and I went back and looked. Those are good orders for me on that day. I mean, I made $50. All of them were pretty good orders. There's some add-ons too. You know, on that day, basically that was my last delivery of Masters Sunday morning at 8:52. So I got home to watch the tournament. I made $50 pretty quick. I ended up making like $30, so over $30 on that day for an hour and 41 minutes or so. So I'm pretty sure you're not talking about me at this point. So, but a couple things to note here, Paul. Um, I get it. At least if this is about you, you can't take orders that don't make sense. Number one, there's a couple comments later that kind of dig into that, and but number two, man, I hope you didn't finance your car. Hope you didn't buy a car just to DoorDash. That is not a good idea. I know some subscribers do, but they might have other jobs too. Maybe they DoorDash just to pay their car loan. That's better. But guys, do not finance a car to think you're going to make money door dashing. I'll tell you that right now. Not a recipe for success for sure. So, Paul, I don't recognize you, so I think this is about you. So I'm going to cut you some slack. First, I wanted to rant, but I didn't. So, and the next one is the one I really wanted to get to. So, Crazy Top, he's from a neighboring town. He's about 20 miles away, as most of you know. He says, in my video, I mentioned that there's not a lot of dashers here anymore. There were today on my way home from work, and I have a couple orders to show you guys. But Crazy Top says, I know where all the dashers from Prineville are at. You can take them back. I sure don't want them here anymore. Pause right there. I bet, Crazy Top. I feel for you, man. I feel for you, and yeah, I don't want those people around. I just don't want them around me. Period. They're kind of scummy. I hate to judge, but just oh gosh, it's horrible. Anyway, you go on to say platinum has become crucial for my area just for the frequency of orders. If you drop status, the amount of time between orders is significantly different for perspective. So it's good perspective. And I notice, so I check Redmond. It's Redmond he lives in. I live in Prineville. It's about, like I said, technically 17 miles away, but it's really about probably 20. And when I check it, they show you, what the wait time would be for a platinum driver and what the wait time would be if you're not. And it'd be like 17 minutes, they'll cross it out. But if you're platinum, it's like 5 minutes. So I agree. You really do have to be platinum there. And I think that's true in a lot of areas around the nation. I've heard the same kind of feedback from that. So, sorry about, dude, you can keep those guys, Crazy Top. I hope they stay there. I don't even really dash a lot, especially during the week. Sundays and Mondays I have off now. Sundays, I'm always going to dash on Sunday unless there's some great sporting event. But, yeah, man, that's too bad for you. I believe it, man. But these guys are trying to make money too, you know what I mean? So, in a way, it's commendable, but see ya. You just get out of this town. Gosh, bye. Bye. They'll come back. You know how it is, Crazy Top. This comes in waves. You used to come here. That's another thing I wanted to bring up. You used to come here from Redmond. Also, people from Bend would come here because it was such a gold mine. You don't have to travel very many miles on your orders. And then with peak pay at the time, just a year ago, even more, you could come here and just make $200 plus, maybe like 300 in a day. Like 300 was doable. It is definitely not anymore. So, Yeah, karma's a bee. Sometimes crazy. So, next comment is from Jersey Goal. Says platinum makes a difference in my area and consistency because it is my side gig. Sometimes I don't dash for 4 or 5 days. When I start up again, it's slow for me the first hour or so. So a couple points to make, a few points to make actually. Probably in your area, platinum does make a difference, kind of like Crazy Top does. I bet you it's very similar to where you really do need to be platinum for the frequency, consistency. You say Crazy Top says frequency similar, and I get it. I bet you that's right. I can kind of tell that, and I can see it. But number two, even Crazy Top will say, and I agree with Crazy on this one. We've talked about this before. Sometimes I don't dash for 4 or 5 days. When I start again, it's slow for me the first hour or so. I feel the opposite. So does Crazy. Sometimes I feel that when you take a break, you come back and DoorDash gives you like a welcome bonus. It's like, hey, here's how it could be. Then it slows down. So I don't disagree. I mean, you're telling me that I believe you. You're also a great contributor. Both of you guys are. So I get what you're saying, but Crazy and I feel the opposite of that. And I do feel they give you a little welcome bonus when you've been away for a while. So, and then Millionaires Club for Life. Hey, what's up, man? He says, man, only thing platinum dudes, you got to accept every order because it got you by the neck. You got to accept the orders. So you don't, millionaire. Here's the thing: is I also notice a lot of people are commenting about how they're dropping into silver level. You can't do that. And I get it. So it's kind of like the chicken and the egg theory. Like, who is it? The people placing the orders that don't tip, or is it DoorDash you think are feeding you bad orders? So, and I want to go over a couple of orders that I got today. I just got off work and just hopped on. So here's my first offer. Got it. I was just going to the store. I wasn't at McDonald's. Was pretty close. So 5:30, 2.6 miles. Really not a great offer. Takes me to the east side of town, but it is a hot spot over there. It's kind of worth it to maybe see if you can grab a couple orders. Like Taco Bell, grocery outlet, another grocery store, Ray's, Taco Time, Starbucks is over there, Pizza Hut's there, but that's not really relevant anymore. But so, and then the next one was on the way home. I got this. I wasn't at McDonald's. I was about a street over, heading home, and I got this 305 non-tipping order. It's a non-tipping order. Going to the high school, that dreaded 1.7 miles. If you're around McDonald's, that means a lot of times it means the high school, Kirk County High School. So, I mean, DoorDash has to send this offer out. Probably a bunch of people no one accepted this. Personally, I waited till the very last minute. In hindsight, this is an order where I could have accepted it, run to McDonald's and said, order not started, waited, 10 minutes so I could unassign worry free and just go home and wait 40 minutes so this kid wouldn't even get his food. It's kind of a dick thing to do. It's kind of a little DoorDash dream of mine, bucket list thing, but it's bad karma, and I might get banned from DoorDash for doing that too. But in hindsight, that would have been kind of fun. So, yeah, appreciate all you guys' comments. Especially Paul. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. I don't think you're talking about my requests. If that's the way it is in your area, I feel for you, dude. So, just wanted to respond to some of you guys, and yeah, hope you guys are all doing well, man. Just in life, period. I mean, who cares about DoorDash sometimes? I mean, I know it's a full-time living for some and side gig for others, but just hope you guys are all doing well, man. Take care. Peace out.